Alright guys, with the Jane Doe update coming soon, we've seen new sneak peeks, lore reveals, and even some skins that could be coming. Let's get into it!
Just give it to me!
Well, finally, after getting an announcement that the chase themes were being polished up, we have now received a snippet of the milestone chase theme that Vlad posted earlier, which has now been revealed. From this snippet, a lot of people are already loving the new theme and think it sounds great. Now that we have a preview of the Noli milestone theme, many players are speculating that the Noli milestone skins could arrive in the Jane Doe update. Since the chase theme already sounds complete, it suggests that the skins might be much closer to release than we originally thought. There were also some leaks circulating about the milestone for animations, which I won't be showing here due to the developer's zero-tolerance policy on unauthorized leaks. However, from what people who have seen them are saying, the animations look incredible and definitely seem worth the wait. Some players even believe it could end up being one of the best milestone skins in Forsaken. Because of that, many players now think the milestone skins might already be close to finish and could possibly arrive with the Jane Doe update. What's still interesting, though, is that Milestone 1 hasn't actually been revealed yet. The only designs we've seen from earlier scrapped concepts were for Milestones 3 and 4, so the first Milestone skin is still mostly a mystery right now. However, based on those older scrapped designs, we can still speculate a bit about what it might look like. One possibility is that it could simply be Noli without the mask, since the previous Milestone concepts showed the gradual development of his mask across the later skins. It's also very unlikely that they'll go back to the original classic design that was scrapped earlier, since that version was tied to the original creator who ended up involved in controversy. Hopefully, now that the chase theme sounds complete, we'll finally see the milestone skins releasing fairly soon. So there was this fan-favorite skin for Cool Kid that seems to be returning, which is the Girl Lusian skin. At first, a bunch of its custom content was removed, like the chase theme, but as of now, it looks like it's likely to return. We recently got a brand new teaser showing how you might obtain the skin when it releases. The thumbnail of the video relates to the Yellow One's map, which has a green locked door that we will probably have to unlock in order to access whatever area is needed to obtain the skin. Fawn also mentioned that might come back for the release and that things are looking good for Grolusium. This teaser showcases entering a basement, and once you do, Grolusium is roaming around a bunker-like area where we'll probably have to survive against him and then escape. We should also be seeing the chase themes return, especially with the recent release of all the Grolusium Ost. As of now, Grolusium is still a dev skin or VIP exclusive skin, as some players have already spotted others using it in-game. It doesn't seem to have many new animations yet, and the chase theme hasn't been added back in. Chance, giving him a more defined look. It even has that Sparkle Time Fedora series vibe, which is a huge improvement over the default skin we currently have. We've already seen the new Chance Milestone 1 concept, and it looks like each milestone skin will be based on a card suit, spades, clubs, diamonds, and hearts. The first one appears to be spades, and the rest should follow in due time. Milestone 3 Chance. This skin already looks extremely promising and seems to continue the card suit theme, with this one being based on diamonds. From the close-up of Chance's hat, you can see a small diamond symbol, and it even appears on the cape. It could also be inspired by the King card, with the K on his sunglasses and robes that resemble something worn by a king. So with all of the recent updates surrounding Jane Doe, the sneak peeks that have been released, and even some early gameplay clips from testers trying her out, we're now starting to see a few new details about how she actually interacts with other survivors in the game. On Discord, Hitoko posted a sneak peek related to Jane Doe's lore, and it reveals a conversation she can have with Bilderman during a match. In the quote, she talks about how Bilderman failed to act when it began to grow, most likely referring to John Doe's corruption and him doing nothing to stop it. She also mentions that all of the admins failed Roblox as a whole and suggests that if they had realized what was happening sooner, things might not have gotten so bad. Jane Doe directly tells Bilderman to stop standing around and set up his sentry. Bilderman responds by saying that he has been worried about her. However, she immediately shuts that down by telling him that she is the last person he should be concerned about right now. When Bilderman then asks how she has been holding up, Jane Doe simply refuses to answer at all. This response actually ties back to something we saw earlier in the detective sneak peek. It was hinted that Bilderman played a major role in the events that led to John Doe becoming corrupted. Because of that, Jane Doe clearly has no sympathy toward him anymore and seems to view him as one of the main reasons John Doe ended up the way he did. From these interactions, it also looks like the developers may be expanding the way survivors communicate with each other. If Jane Doe has unique dialogue for Bilderman, it's possible that she could eventually have different voice lines for other survivors as well. We might even see a system where characters react differently depending on who they are talking to during a match. If they add this feature, it could build up more lore and relationships between the characters in-game.
That is why Fulton County...
So, with the new Dignity redesign that we got, and because this skin has taken a very long time to release, we are actually getting 3 variants of the skin. However, we also have a scrapped version of what one of the variants would have looked like. This one was based on an extremely old Dignity avatar, with the shirt being the main focus of the design, along with vines and roses wrapped around him. That was basically it for that variant. There were still a lot of people who wanted to see this variant release, with many actually liking the design, so seeing it not come to the game is a bit of a bummer. Some people were saying it looks nothing like Dignity because it was based on an old avatar that not many people know about, and others pointed out that the colors of the t-shirt didn't really match the original. But then again, that's basically why it got scrapped in the first place, so those complaints were already addressed. We should be seeing the other variants of this skin soon. We can infer that Dignity is going to have some insane effects and texturing, similar to the old one, but way better. Are you excited to see the new variants of Dignity? So there was this massive giveaway skin that one of the devs was doing a couple of months ago, which was the Soy guest skin. This skin came with a bunch of custom animations, including a special kill animation with color and electricity cooked. Originally, to get this skin, you had to stay updated on when Sebastian announced a drop. He would notify everyone when he was about to release the private server link, and you had to quickly join his server to receive the skin. As of now, Sebastian has announced that this skin will be coming to the shop. However, those who obtained it through the original drops will keep the OG version of the skin, which looks more like a goat. The new public version will receive a slight redesign, giving it a more military aesthetic to better match guest 1337. Sebastian explained that he didn't want to leave anyone out who missed the skin due to time zones, platform issues, or not being able to join the server in time. The redesigned public version is meant to keep Soy accessible to everyone, while the OG version remains a badge of appreciation for those who were there at the start. So with a deeper look at the Jane Doe update, hopefully we'll see some of these things soon. What else do you want to see added? Subscribe and hit the bell for more Forsakening It.